in August, the Ministry of Economic Affairs announced 3 proposed sites for nuclear waste relocation. Of the 3 choices for nuclear waste disposal, 2 are located on Paiwan's tribe traditional territory, which is why the rally took place. There is a 66% chance that the nuclear dump will end up in an indigenous community. Some community members, legislators, and scholars oppose the plan, while some are supported.
Back in August, the Ministry of Economic Affairs announced that Taidong Daren Township, Penghu, Wang'an Township, Pingdong Modan Township are the 3 proposed sites for nuclear waste relocation. The ministry said that chose the township after weighing the facts that each has less than 600 residents per square kilometer and that the nuclear waste will have a relatively low impact on the natural environment in their community. However, the suggested sites in Daren Township and Modan Township are less than 5 kilometers apart, and both are close to Daren Nanding community. It seems there is a 66% chance that nuclear dump will end up in the indigenous community. Nanding Community Council chairman says residents feel helpless at the situation, but some locals says compensation for building the nuclear waste disposal site in their neighborhood can help improve their financial condition, especially during the recession. Both communities, Nanding and Majalan, are indigenous communities. They are only 1 mountain away from each other. We think whether the dump is in Nanding or Madiaran, both will be affected. Because if Madiaran is chosen and something goes wrong at the disposal site, the people in Nanding have no way to escape, and they will also be impacted. We approve both hands up. The economy is bad. No one has work, and those left at home are elders or less able ones. They need whatever jobs they can get. And yes, of course, they have to provide compensation. Although the proposed disposal location for the low radioactive nuclear waste has been announced, referendum on the issue will be needed before further steps are taken. An environmental evaluation will be conducted only when the referendum passes. However, in accordance with the public opinion, Taidong County Council has twice rejected a county government's statute which allows locals to hold a referendum. Even so, the Paiwan people councillors from Daren and Dao Township have different views.
They all think the plan invades our traditional territory. Once it's placed on our land, it's like having cancer in our bodies.
Dao Township is a poor place where residents are struggling with their lives. This is not my personal view. After listening to their thoughts, I realized that they actively seek to have final nuclear waste sites built in their village. Taiwan Power Company says in Daren Township it's planned to build a tunnel to store nuclear waste using the rock formation as a natural protection. They hope to safely keep the low radioactive waste away from the residents. Low radioactive nuclear waste are like used tool globes. They burn up and solidify and condense, so its radioactivity is very low. However, scholars said 1957 Chernobyl disaster in Soviet Union and said nuclear storage technology are still immature. They said generating nuclear power is risky and could cost society dearly if disaster occurs. In addition, they point out that most developed countries are aiming to build nuclear-free homes. The Chernobyl disaster affected all over Europe, especially the economy of Eastern Europe. The radioactivity floated all over, and no one dared to drink the milk in that area. In scientific and physics, it's called immature technology. It's harmful. They say it's low radioactive, but it's still radioactive. In addition, it's more expensive to generate electricity using the nuclear than coal. We should have towards one direction of making a nuclear-free country. It means we ask you not to generate electricity using nuclear unless the technology are mature. Some indigenous members are concerned whether the nuclear waste is harmful to their health. They hope Taiwan Power Company can conduct comprehensive discussion to help villagers understand what the nuclear waste is. Whether the Nanjing community will become one of the candidate sites depends on the referendum. Taiwan Power Company said its government policy, looking for the final site for nuclear waste disposal, and they will comply with the policy. What moves the company will take is closely monitor amid continued debates on the 3 proposed nuclear waste sites. TITV Weekly.